Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Not So Average Guy show. Today we're going to talk about a topic of parenting. So, I'm a father of 4 daughters. Now, for those men who understand that pain and happiness, you will understand this. It's not easy being a parent, being a male, father figure, leader of your family. With 4 daughters at various ages. I have a blended family. Me and my wife married each other. We both had already had one child from previous relationships. So, in getting together, the plan wasn't to really have any more kids, but it happened, right? We didn't plan exactly for the other two, but we did plan. So, but what I can tell you is that being a father has been one of the best jobs I've ever fucking had in my life. It's helped me grow as a person. I had my first kid when I was like 21. So what the fuck did I know? What did I know? Not much, right? My wife had her first kid young as well. So again, we didn't really have, I'll say it, support systems to freaking, sit us down and say, hey, listen, this is not the way you want to do this. You might want to, hold off. Discuss relationships more, make sure the person that you want to get with is, or be with, not get with. That sounds kind of shady, but the person who you want to be and live your life with has the right values and intentions for the long haul, right? So in being a parent and growing up, young, being a father, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know, as well as previous generations, right? My parents were just like, hey, listen, there was some kind of structure, but not a lot. And that's what is in a lot of communities. It doesn't mean that it's just been black and brown. It's black, brown, white, green, orange, yellow, whatever the fuck color you want to be in, right? Nobody's fucking perfect. Even the people who have a shit ton of money, right, will have parenting issues, right? They may have an au pair or somebody who just takes care of the fucking kids while they just work and everything else, and they're able to facilitate a better lifestyle for the kids. But that does not mean that they are great fucking parents. Nor does it mean that a person who is coming from a working class environment is a great fucking parent. I'm just saying that there is a difference all across the board, that people can learn to be great parents over time. Now, in saying all that, parenting is difficult. It's frustrating. It's heartbreaking. You'll go through your ups and downs, but to me, again, it's the most worthwhile thing I've done in my entire life, right? I cherish my fucking kids so much, and I hope I have instilled the characters, the moral, the work ethic, so that those would guide them along in their future life, right? So you being a parent, right, single or married, not getting into that bullshit, because that's a whole fucking other story for people who are very selfish with each other, trying to think that I'm a better parent, this parent, that parent. But again, right, let's get back to the topic. So being a parent, right, and understanding that you want to lead them into a direction of focus and gratitude and being human to other fucking people, right? That's so many lessons you're going to learn from there. So many things that you're going to take away. So many things you're going to fail at, right? But the thing is, you can't give up. You're going to be frustrated. You're not going to agree with your kids. Your kids are not going to agree with you. You know that old adage about, well, if your kids are not mad at you not doing it right, yes and no. I have 4 girls. I've had to communicate to them very different ways at very different times, because they are 4 different personalities that I have to deal with. They're in different generations, right? But they all know one thing, and that thing is, I've always said it, dad is dad. Dad is hard, but he's fair. Over the course of these 4 human girls that I have, the youngest one is probably getting the best parenting experience because of my time in being a parent. There is no book, but if there was a book, or there are books on parenting. Let me just say that. There are groups and helpful, resources out there, and I implore people to go out and take a look at those things because they may help you. However, I still have a lot of old-fashioned values, and those old-fashioned values come down to, the basics. Understanding about how to treat yourself and how you want to be treated, right? I have to keep myself as their father in their plain view and govern myself in a certain way so that they see, okay, if that is a hardworking individual, smart, he's pliable, I can go talk to him. He expresses his feelings. He shows my mom love. Mom shows him love. There's respect there. You know what? He takes care of himself. Or parent, if you're a wife, you take care of yourself, right? You are showing your kids by actions more than words that you love yourself and they should love them. One of the biggest things now that I've seen at my older age is a lot of parents, they get beat down, right? Because they're working all the time. And especially right now, we're in this crazy environment, right? Things might have happened to you. Adjustments in your income. People in your household may not longer be working or something happened, right? However, talk to your kids and make sure that they understand that these things are temporary and you have to enable them to be kids and to be, I don't think that's where I wanted to go with this, but let me get back to the original topic, because I think what it was I was going to start talking about the fact that you want to take care of yourself. So, in you taking care of yourself, meaning getting up, grooming yourself, taking time for yourself, getting a haircut, going to the nail salon, go to the hair salon, working out physically, eating right, all those healthy activities that your kids are going to see, those things will start to permeate their understanding and their mind growing up. So I'm 51. All my kids know I've always been active in some form of activity, right? And that activity has been martial arts. All my life I've been involved in martial arts. And there was a point in time where I slacked off. I'll never forget the day that one of my daughters was like, "Yo, Dad, what's up with that gut?" And I was like, holy crap. And at that point in time, that's when I knew that, your kids always saw you as not, and I'll use the term, a fucking fat slob. I wasn't a fat slob, but I just, I got off the bandwagon. I've never been extremely heavy or obese. But again, when that happened to me, I was like, holy shit, I got to get back on this thing. I got to do something. Because that meant that they watch, So at that point, I made the decision. A couple of years later, so I'm 51 now, right? So that instance happened to me when I was maybe 20, 30 years ago. Maybe about, I would say 15, 20 years ago, right? So then recently, we made a moved our family out of the 5 boroughs of New York. We live somewhere else now. And then about, so I'm 51. So when I was about 47, 48, I made a decision. I'm like, fuck, I'm tired. I'm tired of looking like this. I want to be strong. So I joined the gym, became studying and became a fitness enthusiast and everything else that belongs to that. I got in shape. Then they started to see, okay, well, all right, he's doing something again. Great. Then my wife saw it. Then she got involved. Then now, the talk was, oh man, they work out like 3 or 4 times a day. They never rest. They always do something. But again, it's good for them to see those things, because then that permeates them and their mind to say, okay, hey, listen, they take care of themselves. I have to take care of myself. You know what? It's normal. It's a normal thing for them to do this. It's not an abnormal thing to do, right? So I think that's, again, this is a fucking show that I'm doing. It's off the script, as you can see. It's not the greatest, but I'm just going to do it. So to summarize everything, parenting is one of the greatest jobs I've ever had. Show with actions instead of words for your kids to follow your footsteps. And it's never fucking too late to restart over. It's never too late to say, okay, I made the mistake. Let me start here. But it's a path. It's a growth path. It will take time. So you're not going to get it done in like 3 days. There's a picture out there that says, hey, listen, you know what? Working out or being fit or doing any kind of thing isn't like Amazon. You're not going to get it in 2 days, right? So keep working on what you want to do. Keep working, keep moving. If you have kids or if you don't have kids, or if you have stepkids, or if you're an aunt or an uncle and you're raising somebody else's kids, remember all the fucked up programming that you had, right? Don't bring that into the new fucking kid, because that's just you being fucking bitter. It isn't fair to them. It isn't. So, again, this is episode 4 on parenting. I hope somebody will get something out of this, and I hope to see you guys soon, all right? Peace.